Hey, what's up, YouTube? It's your boy Jacko Spade 04 here. Just coming to y'all today with the video response of from Team Apps. He proposed a question last week. Do you think that pros exist in this game, or is that pros is this a self-proclaimed title? I think that's a pretty good question. So I decided let's go ahead and get a more in-depth response than the little 30-second quick answer I gave on his channel. So. Number one, do pros exist in this game? Yes. But is it also a self-proclaimed title? Absolutely. The reason why I say that, number one, to be a pro, not only do you have to be able to win, you also have to make a deck. Just the second part of that definition disqualifies a lot of the people who can win out of being a pro, because a lot of people who are good and who do win a lot can't actually sit down and make their own deck. They have to see what somebody else has done, see what else somebody else has did in order to win, and try to make that and try to incorporate that to what they do. So a lot of people who call themselves quote unquote pros really aren't. You're just a bunch of copycats looking at what somebody else has done. It's nothing wrong with that, but I think that people just need to see the difference between actual pro and just being a good player. A lot of people who think they're pros, they're just a good player. The only really pros that that recently we've had is of course, number one, Jeff Jones. He made Card Carry KMP. He redid Gladiator Bees with the pole in it, and his most recent accomplishment is Psychics, which he went and won with, and now everybody's trying to play that. Second one is Drone Winston. Drone Winston. A lot of people, when he won his YCS last format, he won it with Chaos back when everybody was running Dino Rabbit, Insectors, and Windups. He decided to play his own deck, something he felt comfortable with. He won. Then he not only did he won, he went on and topped at Nationals and went on to Worlds and made the whole little Chaining Zodiac deck. Pretty good deck. Both players did something innovative. Last one I'm gonna go on to say is, of course, Billy Brake. Back whenever Plant Synchro came out, he came along by himself and redefined what that format and the next two formats to come were. So definitely give props to these three players. There are a lot more others. I'm just not going to go through and name them all. But, what I'm saying, if you can make your own deck, number one, like these three did, win with it consistently, I think that qualifies you to be a professional player. Also, a lot of these players also have sponsorships from vendors, so when they go and play, they're not spending their money; they're going for free. So, a pro, somebody who does something professionally, they get paid to do it, and that's what these gentlemen are doing. Now, don't get me wrong; there are a lot of good players. I just think that people need to be able to see the difference between being a good player and being a pro. And pretty simple, huh? Answer my question. But to everybody watching, if you feel differently, hey, feel free to comment down below. Let me know what you think is your definition of a pro. If there are pros, or is it just a title? Or if you feel the way I do, if you think there are some pros, but it's just more you have a couple pros, like maybe 10 out there, and you just have a lot of good players who think they're pros, but they're really not. Again, let me know what you think. Comment, rate, subscribe. Take care of you. Jacko Spade 4, and I'm out.